Listening in English can undoubtedly be a difficult area to master. It involves a great deal of multitasking. In a listening test, you often have to read questions and take notes while you listen to audio, all while trying to be aware of any distractors or things that may trick you. It's a lot, but don't worry. I'm going to show you how to pass any English listening test. My name's Natasha, and in this video, I'll give you tips, tricks, and strategies to improve your English listening skills. Be sure to subscribe to this channel for more videos like this. Let's start by looking at note-taking. When it comes to note-taking and listening, there are a few things I want you to keep in mind. Look before you listen. Make sure you always read the given questions regardless of whether they're multiple choice, short answer, or long answer before the audio begins, so you can prepare your mind for what's about to come. Underline or highlight any keywords or main points that you think might be important. My next tip is to condense it. Only record the key words and main points that arise during a listening exercise. It's important to write phrases, not full sentences, because you need to be jotting notes down quickly as the audio progresses fast. Use symbols, abbreviations, or different types of short-form note-taking, as these can help you keep up with the audio and not miss important points. When you're note-taking during a listening test, try to capture the most important information and vocabulary that comes up, which leads us to our next tip: identify keywords. One thing that many students find difficult about listening is that sometimes the questions and answer options don't use the same words as what you hear in the audio recording. So here's how to overcome that challenge. When you're identifying keywords in the questions and answer options, you should try to paraphrase those keywords in your head. Think of synonyms or other ways to say the same thing. Match what the speaker or speakers say to the options by recognizing any paraphrasing or parallel expressions in the audio recording. These are alternative ways of saying the same thing. If you have preparation time, you can write down synonyms and parallel expressions of keywords that appear in the questions before the audio begins. Another strategy is to notice words that signal any meaning changes. Words like but or negatives like don't. Be careful with options that seem like they could be correct, but then the speaker says something that changes the meaning. This is one way that listening tasks can trick students. Next tip: listen for tone. In a listening exam, questions sometimes test your ability to identify the speaker's attitude, feelings, or emotions. And this is challenging because the speaker may not say directly what they're feeling. So you need to understand feelings that might be implied by how they speak through intonation, word stress, and emphasis. For example, instead of saying, "I'm nervous to go skiing," the speaker's feelings might be implied by saying, well, maybe we could go skiing." Not only does this test your understanding of vocabulary, but also your understanding of differences in meaning based on the use of intonation. Increase your listening stamina. There are so many different ways to build up your listening stamina. One fun and easy way is to watch movies in English with subtitles. In the beginning, the subtitles will allow you to follow along with the audio much quicker. You'll also be able to make better sense of what's happening in the movie, and you may even get to learn about some pop culture by watching some popular films. In addition to movies, you can also listen to podcasts to build your stamina. I recommend that you begin with shorter podcast episodes around 5 minutes in length and then work your way up to longer ones. Of course, our own podcast, Everyday English with E2, is a fantastic resource for English skill building and general practice. Most of our episodes are 5 to 10 minute, easy to listen to segments. When selecting podcasts, make sure you don't just listen to ones that interest you. It's important to tune into other types of podcasts about topics that you're unfamiliar with, because encountering this new content is similar to a listening test situation. And as much as you can, try to expose yourself to different accents like American, Australian, and British, and others. This is always a helpful tip for people who are building their listening skills. And that's it. Let's quickly recap those listening tips, tricks, and strategies so you can pass any English listening test. In listening, to improve your note-taking skills, remember to look at the questions before you listen. Condense it all by recording only main ideas or key points that come up. To get better at using keywords to locate answers, recognize paraphrasing or parallel expressions in the audio recording. You also need to notice any words that signal meaning changes. When it comes to tone, keep in mind that you may need to understand the speaker's feelings when implied by their intonation, word stress, and emphasis. And finally, to build stamina, be sure to watch movies in English with subtitles on and listen to podcasts, including Everyday English with E2. If you'd like more English listening practice, head to e2language.com. We have courses that cater to all English skill levels, designed to boost your English speaking and listening skills. Check it out. And that's it. Keep practicing your English and best of luck.